Kansas City Chiefs. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled into 20. Now a 7th-round surprise from a year ago. It's Isaiah Pacheco. He'll get this to the 24, and it's 2nd down. You look at this Bears defense. They were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw caught by Tony. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 47. A quick throw caught by Rice. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Pacheco gets it up the gut. Oh, he sheds himself free. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
A good rip by Pacheco. And you have to go back to 1990 with Johnny Johnson with the Cardinals. They found a rookie 7th rounder with more rushing yards than he had last season. The 251st pick out of Rutgers took over to KC.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. T.J. Edwards gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. Now here's Mahomes. He'll drop this off to Pacheco. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back. But now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Mahomes quickly complete out wide. And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Mahomes now to throw. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Here's Pacheco. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, his 1st touchdown of the new season. And the Chiefs get the upper hand as they're on the board 1st here this afternoon. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A man who led the league in yards per carry last year, it's Khalil Herbert. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field. And they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield, hit you little people.
Good run there. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. From the 50, here's Fields. That's complete to his running back, Herbert. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 34-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Fields going to keep it running left. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he's stopped in the backfield. That's George Karlaftis greeting him behind the line with a big stop. Looking to throw on 2nd down, Fields. This one complete to Tunyon underneath. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
A gain of 15. First down there.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Go, Jones, ready? Go.
On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now Fields. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Not quite enough to get into the end zone, but what a nice play there. He makes the catch, tries to turn upfield and get to the pylon, but doesn't quite get there. But they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal from very short range.
Herbert will score. Touchdown, Chicago.
Boy, 2 long, sustained drives by each team to start things out. It's kind of similar to how the pitch clock has shortened baseball games. That means we'll be out of here quickly if we get a few more drives like that. We're in the 2nd quarter now, and we've only had 1 drive apiece, each of which have ended with touchdowns.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he returns this to the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
Well, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. The catch and run there, good for 16 in the first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
48 yards on the ground for him so far. The Chiefs at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it, an in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
15.
Mahomes looks to throw on third down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Chiefs first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Steps away to his left. He'll get this one to Kelsey. That's complete. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelsey, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 14-7. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go, son.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Fields on first down. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. He'll let this go deep for St. Brown. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that, but that would have been a big play. But he could not pull it in. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Fields. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 34-yard line.
Here we go, son.
Now it's Fields. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
It's not often that we see big plays. And
now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. They'll run here with Herbert. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
well, I know defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
Eluding the pressure right. Open man, he finds Kmet. Touchdown, Chicago. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Santos with the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
Carlos Santos to kick off for Chicago.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Throwing now is Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 43. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. Now a first down throw, Fields. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On 2nd down, here's Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This one complete to Tonyan underneath. And he's got this down to the 35. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Chicago.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this 3rd quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Chris Jones picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Here's Fields. He's got his target. That's complete. A huge play there for Chicago. 45 yards.
They came out with an aggressive mindset to start the third quarter, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them take more of these type of deep shots as this game moves along. They connected there. They expect to connect on more before this one's over.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Off play action. Fields. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their defense did its job, forcing the takeaway there to start the half, and now can the offense follow suit?
And you'd better believe that one side of the ball feeds off the work of the other, so they'll want to come out, establish some rhythm, and go down and take the lead. Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Throw left side, complete to Tony. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. Kadarius Toney. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Kadarius Toney, 70 yards. And the Chiefs have retaken a third-quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that will make this a 4-point game. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Fields throw complete here to Kmet. Down the left. The ball comes out. And this is going to get out of bounds through the end zone, and that will go as a turnover as the defense will get it at the 20-yard line.
I don't know about you, but I can hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Here's Pacheco headed right. And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 46. A give right side for Pacheco. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
That'll be caught. It's Toney. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Sliding out of the pocket. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Kadarius Toney, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. We're back now in KC. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. On 1st down, Fields. He's going to look deep down the field. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
On 2nd and 10, Fields. Open man, completes it to Claypool. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 22-yard line. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
A 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forcing throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one. Not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Santos' kick is up and through, and that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few 1st downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Here go 15. 43. 43. Hey, Sunday on Sunday on Sunday on Sunday.
Mahomes now to throw. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
This offense on third down today, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you do it.
It's caught inside the 25. A huge play there for Chicago. 45 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what their next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up 1st and goal. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal. Now Fields on 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left. They'll send one of those 2 tight ends in motion. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Here now, 2nd and 4. Mahomes going to throw. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Now a timeout coming in here defensively, as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company.
Yellow.
He'll look to throw. Throw out wide is incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. This is 1st and 10. All eyes on Fields. He'll let this go deep for St. Brown. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds.
And this is one of those gotta-have-it drives. You can't start much better than that. Big yardage there. And just as important, he's able to get out of bounds. And now, that changes everything.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Robert Tonyan from 4 yards out. And the Bears have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
The touchdown is huge, but the focus now is on the two-point play. I don't want to say they have a cushion here, but if they don't get it, they still have a chance for onside kick.
Yeah, they would need some big-time help, but you're right. There would be a shot, but the focus right now on that two-point conversion. Here's Fields. Flush to his right. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2, they don't get it. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
So down only 2 now. Still a chance to finagle their way into field goal range if they can get this onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. They get 1 more as the extra point's up and good. And it might seal the deal as that makes it a 2-score game here with not a lot of time remaining. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Back to throw. Fields. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Justin Reed, and the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. Mahomes. That's laid out deep for Rice. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
That is caught. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish to this one. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you've got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Now he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Mahomes going to throw it here. That ball caught. It's Rice. Touchdown. Rashee Rice, 27 yards. And the Chiefs have extended their lead to 15 now here in the 4th. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are to go for the 2-point try. Mahomes will throw for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion no good. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Just a difficult situation to be in here in the final minute. Down 2 scores, you know you need some providence from somewhere. They're going to keep firing away till the end, but this one falls incomplete.
Here's Fields now on 2nd down. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking.